it's no secret that the world is changing in exponential strides. Today's automotive manufacturers have been forced to compete in the race to cleaner, faster, more eye-catching designs. But there's one manufacturer that has released their very first electric hybrid, and it's nothing like you would have ever thought. In some ways, you hardly would say it's electric, but the 3 electric motors that help this supercar reach just shy of 1,000 horsepower would disagree. This is the Ferrari SF90. Today, we're in the hot and ever-growing state of Arizona. And just like the advances Ferrari's making, Arizona is home to the fastest-growing city in the US for the 5th year in a row. We're going to take a ride to the glamour of Scottsdale, where driving a Ferrari is just common sense, and stay at the one and only The Scott Hotel and Spa. And then head out into the Arizona mountains to see the stunning sunsets, beautiful skyline, and see everything that this beautiful state has to offer. But before we take this $1 million Ferrari for a ride, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn your notifications on so you can see where in the world we are next and just what supercar we'll be driving. Let's go experience the future of supercars. Our first stop is considered to be the finest urban center in Arizona, and year after year rated among the nation's most desired places to live. From luxury shopping to fine eateries, there's no shortage of ways to spend money here in Scottsdale. Just in Old Town Scottsdale, there are over 320 retail shops, 90 restaurants, and 80 art galleries. Simply put, if you can't find somewhere to eat, shop, or entertain yourself, well, you're simply not looking. It wouldn't be a trip to Arizona without a stay at the iconic The Scott Hotel and Spa. This place is decorated in awards, from being one of Arizona's top 10 resorts, to Food Network's most Instagrammable restaurant, to Sunset Magazine's most show-stopping hotel lobby. This place is hands down worth visiting. Let's go check it out. This room's about to blow you away. I don't think I've ever stayed in a hotel that feels so warm and inviting. Like, I could just seriously move in here, and with the space you get in these suites, you totally could. This 1-bedroom suite is 1,200 square feet. That's bigger than most people's apartments. Equipped with old Havana-style furniture with this boho-inspired theme, it really gives the Scott this lush oasis vibe. You know, every manufacturer has been making leaps and bounds into the electric markets. And when it comes to performance cars, I felt pretty lackluster. I missed the sound of the V12s and otherwise not electric vehicles. However, the Ferrari SF90 is certainly not trying to compete with the Tesla Plaid or other electric speed kings. As a matter of fact, the SF90 only has an electric range of just 15 miles. So far from road trip material, but a step into the greener future nonetheless. Let's go take a deep look at the all-new Ferrari and see just why Ferrari calls this their flagship car for the future.
I just need to know what's on your mind. Tell me what you needin'. You can call my name, I'll be around. Dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da, dum dum. The sky is falling. Dum dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da. That will keep you safe and sound. Dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da.
With one look at this Ferrari, you can see it's a huge design change. Starting at the back, the iconic Ferrari circular taillights have been squared off, giving it a much more aggressive look. And as you can see, the badge just kind of hangs over the edge, which is quite different, but very cool. Moving to the front, we can see the headlights, just like the taillights, received a makeover. And I personally love the look. What do you guys think? Moving on to the interior, the SF90 keeps the new design themes coming inside, starting with the touchscreen steering wheel. Are the days of push buttons coming to an end? I don't know, but you can actually start the SF90 with just a swipe of your finger, and that's pretty cool. Some other comfort features like Android Auto and Apple CarPlay come standard, but there's other things like the key fob holder, which holds your key perfectly, and the door open buttons that make you think they were really thinking hard about this design. But how fast is the fastest Ferrari on Earth? Well, the SF90 has an astounding 986 horsepower with a neck-snapping 2.5 second 0 to 60 time. Top speed is 211 miles per hour. What allows all this to happen? 3 electric motors that produce 217 horsepower, mated to a twin-turbo V8 with 769 horsepower. This truly is Ferrari's fastest vehicle, even faster and more powerful than the LaFerrari with its V12. Now, we could sit here and talk about the SF90 all day, but instead, let's go beat the street. Oh my God, that was exhilarating. The immediate power of the SF90, the way it corners, the way the computer does so much of the work for you. It is such an amazing car. And there's nothing like driving it here on the open roads of Arizona. For those of you who don't know, I actually come from these parts, and this exact road is where I rolled in a car at 90 miles an hour while my friend was driving. And if it wasn't for the roll cage in the car, we would have died. So it's great to be back here on a much more fun and safe trip in Ferrari's top car, the SF90. Come with us, let's check out the Finishing Touch body shop in Fountain Hills, where my love of Ferraris first began. This is where my love for Ferraris first began 24 years ago. I used to work on Ferraris every single day, and I got to drive some of the coolest Ferraris in the state of Arizona. But I did inevitably get fired for calling in sick to go to Vegas, but we won't talk much more about that. Let's go check out my hometown of Fountain Hills, and then we're off to Dominick Steakhouse for an amazing dinner. Let's go. All this sightseeing today in the Ferrari SF90 has made me hungry, which is why we're at none other than Dominick's Steakhouse. Dominick's is not only one of the top restaurants in Arizona, but it's very special to me as this is where my wife and I celebrated one of our very first anniversaries. Now, they don't typically let people film here, so huge thank you to Dominick's for giving us the VIP tour.
The luxurious Scottsdale fine dining experience at Dominick's Steakhouse begins before you even enter the restaurant. First, the valet greets you curbside. Then, a walk down a red carpet leading into the restaurant. Once inside, lavish 6-foot chandeliers draw the eye towards the ceiling, and the leather-embossed walls display classically inspired artwork and black and white family photographs. Not to be outdone by the elegant lower dining room, the open-air rooftop seating offers guests a unique experience among Scottsdale Quarter restaurants. Diners choosing to sit upstairs can take in the amazing view of the Arizona sky at tables surrounding the rooftop pool. While not designed for swimming, the pool sparkles as it reflects the colors of the evening sky and adds an extra touch that I'll be raving about long after I leave the restaurant. But how is the food, you ask? Well, the quality, the flavor, the service is exactly what you'd expect out of such a highly rated fine dining steakhouse, and then some. The steak was perfect, the drinks were especially tasty, and the desserts were beyond elevated past what you would expect. And we certainly will be coming back every time we're in Scottsdale. Thank you so much, Dominick, for giving us the exclusive VIP tour. All right, guys, Arizona's been an absolute blast, and I've had nothing short of an epic time in the all-new Ferrari SF90. This is just the start of what Ferrari will have to offer in the years to come, from its all-new look to its electric capabilities. It's no wonder why Ferrari calls this their flagship car for the future. Well, guys, that's going to be it for us. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode right here on Carisma TV.
1, 2, 3, I know beats like ABC. Mine come up, they hate to see. I may believe till they believe. I came up to major leagues. Say you blind, but wait and see. This so easy. 1, 2, 3, ABC from A to Z. Back to raps, I won't miss. Heard the beat and I kissed. Sing a lot, but I switched. Yeah, bet you rappers so pissed. Now I'm high up with the stars. Yeah, I'm on the path up to Mars. Yeah, told me I wouldn't get far. Yeah, how you love all these bars? Yeah, how this kid fit so authentic? Why did I live that I said it? Yeah, flow is so sick, need a medic. Lies so corny, let's dead it. Yeah, I just prove what I do. Yeah, name was Tom, but no cruise. Yeah, beat is on and I cruise. Yeah, vibe is lit in my